All right, we're going to tell you what's exciting on the internet by telling you what's trending. This is the segment where we run down the things that are popular and trending on Twitter and Google and tell you why. In case you want to jump into the conversation, you absolutely should. Billy Joel is trending because it is the 44th anniversary of his album, The Stranger. And Twitter was kind enough to remember and say this was a brilliant piece of work. We loved it 44 years later.
One of my favorite albums.
The singer also has his own Sirius XM channel that just launched through November 2nd. And people are pretty excited about that too.
Billy Joel. I've seen him in concert a couple of times. I got a chance to see him at the big concert on the River of Dreams tour in Philadelphia. And then I got to see him at the University of Pittsburgh on campus. Actually, it was at Carnegie Mellon. That's where the event was, but next door. And he did it was called A Night of Stories and Music with Billy Joel.
Yeah.
And it was in a small theater. And he would just play some songs and then talk about them and then just kind of sit storyteller's style and then jump up at the piano. And he would take questions from the audience. People could ask him questions. One girl raised her hand. She's like, "Can I play scenes from an Italian restaurant with you on stage?" And he was like, he wasn't set up for it. And he's like, and all the kids, in the audience were like, do it. And so she got up and played it and he sang it. And it was the highlight of the night.
That's cute.
It was cool.
Yeah, fun.
Anyway, cool.
And then that always launches the Billy Joel versus Elton John debate on Twitter, which also, because they're like the same genre, one's British, so that also raged in. You're free to bring in the chat which one you prefer if you are a one or the other type person. In-N-Out is trending because the chain in San Francisco was closed when the city found that it was not enforcing vaccine proof to enter and purchase from the restaurant. In response to this, the chain says, quote, "We refuse to become the vaccination police for any government. We fiercely disagree with the government dictate that forces a private company to discriminate against customers who choose to patronize their business." So they got a slap on the hand and they gave a middle finger back. And it is fun to watch that conversation on Twitter.
I like In-N-Out.
Yes, I do too. Their fries are not good, but the burgers are great.
Yeah, their burgers are delicious.
And I really like the lemonade. Okay. The Facebook is trending on news that Facebook could change its name soon. The word is that Mark Zuck will make an announcement on October 28th, and he wants the new company name to reflect his goal to create a multiverse. The Facebook is trending because, of course, that was the original name of the social network, and online people are mostly poking fun at this.
Yeah, they want to change. They want to change the brand of Facebook. So I think they're trying to do this because it's like Amway. Like, oh, you're not going to try to sell me Amway, and so they just changed the name of Amway to something else. Amway?
What's the new Amway?
No. They changed it at one point to Fortunate You, I think, and then they changed it to something else. Does anyone know? And then I think they went back to Amway or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's back to Amway now.
It came all full circle. I guess they felt like 30 years had passed. People won't remember it from the early 80s.
What's the difference between Amway and Herbalife? They're not the same thing?
Herbalife makes that fake stuff.
Don't say that. People are gonna.
You can watch a whole documentary about Herbalife, but they make the drinks that like powdered stuff.
I thought Amway also. Oh, but they also do cleaning products and stuff, right?
Amway was like multi-level marketing, right? So you could sell like.
They're both multi-level marketing, I believe. Anyway, this has nothing to do with the Facebook. The Facebook is, but will be something cooler.
Yeah, they're gonna come up with a rebrand. So you're like, oh, it's called TikTok. Yeah. Like, hey, I'm on. Have you guys started using TikTok? It's blue and white, and it's kind of familiar. I can't quite put my fingers on it. Like, where did this come from?
Okay, this one I put in for Clayton. Kate Beckinsale is trending because this is the stupidest thing, because she admitted she was hospitalized for a back injury that happened when she was putting on a pair of leggings. Aww. Over 100,000 people searched this up just to know, like, how did Kate Beckinsale get hurt?
She okay?
Oh, it's because, she seems to be just fine now.
Okay.
Just from putting on the leggings.
Gotta watch that, Kate.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
I was so in love with her.
She's Clayton's fantasy girl, too.
Yeah. Kate, I saw this pop up in the drive today, like
and
the
you're
photos.
Like, ooh.
I was like, oh, that's Fantastic. Thank you for sharing this.
You're welcome. Okay. And Oleg Deripaska is trending. This is the Russian oil tycoon who had connections with the Trump organization and the Trump campaign. His DC home was searched by the FBI and apparently his New York City home too.
This guy?
Yes, that's him.
Do you mind if I go back to Kate Beckinsale?
I mind. It's not about Kate Beckinsale at all.
Okay. It's about this guy?
It's about this guy. Sorry.
Right.
We have to look at him.
Okay.
Now, look at him.
Okay.
Where was I? He had been denied visas to enter the U.S. and he was the recipient of sanctions, you may remember, from the Biden administration. The FBI won't say exactly what it was looking for, but this guy has been on their list for a long time. So a raid on his house is interesting.
Yeah.
Because, obviously it's indicative that they may trying to be getting closer to Trump. That's why people are so interested in him.
Interesting.
That's not him.
Sorry.
That's him.
I accidentally hit the button again.
Okay. She did not have her home raided. She hurt herself with tights. Man. He is a person of interest by the U.S. government.
Yeah, everyone in the chat's like, I'd rather look at Kate Beckinsale too. Oh, man. That's right.
All right, that's all I got for you today.
Wow. Sorry, I'm trying to find the applause button. Where's the applause button?
Oh, thank you.
There we go.
Very much. Thank you, sir.
I loved in Monty Python when they would hit do you ever watch that in Monty Python, which was one of my favorite shows? And he would say something. He's like, coming up next, we've got this guy. And then he would hit it and turn it right off. He's like, okay. And then we've got...
That's what it's like being next to you right now.
Anyway. All right. That's going to do it for our show. Hey, it's our anniversary. So
do we have super chats, shall we?
Oh, yeah.
Let's look into the super chats.
Thanks for subscribing to the channel. You can also become a channel member by going to morninginvest.com/join, where you can stick it to the mainstream media and support independent journalism. We're able to bring you the stories that you won't see on any of the major billionaire-backed networks. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time, everyone.